What's going on, everyone? I hope you guys are having a great day. My name is Legendary Mako, and I'm trying to get on this horse. Um, you guys, I hope everyone is really enjoying the series as much as I am. Revisiting the series for me is very special. As I mentioned, it has a lot of key moments in my life that playing this just really brings me back. But one of the main things I'm actually really interested is also as well is how the same team that brought this game and did Ico as well. What's happening with the Last Guardian. It's been almost, we're getting close to almost a decade, um, where we've heard little to nothing of this game, and it just makes me wonder, what's happening with this game? What's going on? What's the transformation? And the footage we've actually seen before is all coming from the PS3. This game was supposed to be a PS3 game, and truth be told, now it switched over from being a PS3 game to being a PS4 game. Now, what would be the decision behind that? I really don't know why. I don't understand what Sony was thinking when they actually decided to make this decision. Is it a bad decision? I don't think it's a bad decision. Sometimes I think, did Sony think that, in all of its glory, the PS3 was not the right console for this game? Was this game going to be something much of a masterpiece that they decided to actually hold off on the PS3 version and say, you know what, this game has to be a PS4 game? Or maybe they were actually limited to the specs of the PS3. The power the PS3 had wasn't enough to power this game. That could be possible. I mean, considering how I don't think that the team behind Shadow of the Colossus or Ico, I don't think these guys would ever see any type of limitations to, let's say, for example, hardware or anything like that. But sometimes I ask myself, what really actually brought them to, to this decision on thinking that, hey, let's hold off on the PS3 version, let's go for PS4. Now, pretty much, it's not that hard, or it must be pretty hard, or, but there's a lot of games that are right now being remastered into new versions for PS4 and Xbox One. And I think The Last Guardian definitely has to be one of those games that's going through that transformation. So what I'm really curious is, so far we haven't seen any footage whatsoever on the PS4. And hopefully this year in E3 we can actually see a little piece of that. I'm really excited to see this game in E3. If this game is not in E3, I don't know what to say to Team Ico. I don't know what to say to these guys. I'm pretty sure everybody else is really, really excited to seeing what they have in store for this game. What's going to happen? How is it going to look on the PS4 and this current gen consoles? And I mean, it's definitely going to be mind-blowing for anybody who's ever played Shadow of the Colossus. Shadow of the Colossus alone is a game that in its own league, and if you ever seen The Last Guardian, if you've never seen a trailer of The Last Guardian, you can look it up in YouTube. I'm pretty sure you'll stumble across a couple of videos. This kid, he's going, he finds this huge creature, and they have like a relationship, kind of like a dog, similar to what a person would have with a pet, but he's a much bigger creature. But what's really interesting about the system of the game is you have to protect him from, I think it's, you have to protect him from the outside world. This big creature, you got to protect him instead of him protecting you. And that's what's really interesting. I think that's one of the things that for me is really, really interesting going back to that game. So I really want to see more of The Last Guardian. I know you guys want to see it too. Let me know what you guys think. Hit me up in the comments below. What are your thoughts on The Last Guardian? Are you excited about playing another game made by this fantastic team that brought to you Ico and Shadow of the Colossus? I know I am. I know I'm ready. How long do you think this game is going to be out? And how long are we looking at? Ever since back in 2006, 2007, when this game was actually first announced, kind of around the same time that Final Fantasy 13 Versus was actually, actually being promoted for, and Final Fantasy now is 15, so that game has taken a way different direction. I wonder if maybe something changed in this game, even though the director of the game, which I forgot his name, I can't really, it doesn't really come to mind, but he's no longer associated with, he says that he's already done his part of directing the game is already done with. So is Sony just remaking? Are they fixing the resolutions, the graphics, and just to be able to make it for a complete PS4 release in all its glory, or is this game really being overhauled by Sony in a different way and making you looking for a different perspective? A lot of questions, guys, and I'm really interested in seeing what's going to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys with this gameplay, with this Colossus. Had a great time taking them down. There's going to be more videos, so I just have to upload those during the week. I really appreciate the game. I really appreciate the support you guys have given me so far. And I hope to see you guys on the next episode. Okay? Later.